Oh, fuck. I was gonna
Game
ask you that.
on! Hey, zip it. Welcome to another episode of Two Ales and Hockey Tales with Wally. And today, I'm so excited to have on a bunch of fat middle-aged men around the
Not so fat
globe.
anymore.
Well, you're still pretty fat.
Fuck you.
Hey, okay, I'm trying to do an intro. Shut the fuck up. They have found a loophole to still be in the game, even though they don't exercise and don't look like hockey players, kind of like myself. But they are still part of the game and with some of the biggest clubs in European hockey. And two of them, one of them's not here, two of them are already out of the playoffs because they probably didn't play hard enough. And the other one, at least, still has a chance in Sweden. And looks like we finally got the Moose. Welcome on David Owen, Andy Fagerstrom, and Jeff Maxwell is finally here with a great lid.
What is that
Look
thing?
at that guy. What the
Well,
fuck?
you're asking me. Look at Andy's head. Jesus.
Oh, well, he went right. You really
Hey,
picked
You've
that
been
thing,
jogging,
eh?
Maxie?
Wally has said that we never were. Wally has said that we never work out. I have spent 30 minutes on the bike and 30 minutes in the gym before that.
Yeah,
What's your excuse?
Did
You look
just,
like a
you
fucking.
just
I
stood
don't
in
know
the gym
what.
and you sat on the bike. That's the difference.
Yeah, but yeah,
So
but I was still there.
So you work out, Andy? That's a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good for you.
No, I mean, I've been doing a good job of working out. Maybe since playoffs started, I haven't been working out too much, but otherwise, I've been working out.
Really? I haven't done it in a
Yeah.
decade. But you know what I have done, guys?
You
Back-to-back
what?
champion for the first time
Oh.
since the Elmira
Oh,
Sugar things.
winner, chicken dinner.
I haven't been a back-to-back champion since the Elmira Sugar Kings won the Cherry Cup 2 years in a row, which isn't really the full deal, which same as this. This is just the WAA. So we're going to all Ontario's next weekend, and I have a chance to go back-to-back all Ontario with the Kincardine Kinucks, and I only have 3 of returning players, so it's like a whole new crew, and we're still kicking the shit out of everybody. So haha.
You coach junior hockey then, Wally?
I coach under 13, bud, and senior A, the Ripley Wolves.
Oh, you never mentioned it. You kept that
No,
quiet.
I've never brought it up. Oh, well, you should hear about my players because they're fucking awesome. Seriously, though, my under 13 boys play harder, I bet, than your pro teams. I bet you
Hey,
they'll
there's
block
no
more
clue you were
shots and do
coaching.
more for each other than your teams.
Are the Ripley Wolves
Wait,
going to play in the Allen Cup or what?
If they win, we're down 2-0.
Why you
missed-
never
Gotta lace
post
them up.
anything on Instagram about your team?
Have I never told anybody about the Kincardine Canucks?
What about the Ripley Wolves? Do they play in the no-show?
What's the what?
The Northern Ontario Senior Hockey Association, the no-show?
I don't even actually know what our league's called. They changed it this year.
I only root for the Sudbury Dogs there.
Yeah,
Hey,
Sudbury Blueberry Bulldogs.
Yeah.
hey, you guys can
Sudbury
say,
Blueberry Dogs. That's true.
hey, Maxie, Dease, you guys can say whatever you want. Hey, get your golf clubs out.
I don't golf. Spoils a nice walk.
But
Should start. You can drink beer at the course.
I don't drink anymore. I've had a beer since August now.
hey, you guys know there's
Oh,
people
that's true.
listening. There's got to be some kind of a plan here. You can't just random chatter here. You know?
All right, well, if you
Hey, if
stop
they wanna-
talking about your
I
junior
thought we were
team,
still
can
talking about
talk.
the Kincardine Canucks.
No, we only root for the Sudbury Blueberry Bulldogs.
There we go. I froze up for a minute. I'm back.
Well, just so you guys know,
You froze up
Hey.
just like your hair.
Hey, Andy, shut the fuck up. Hey, did you guys know my goalie, the Link, has 17 shutouts this season?
Ooh, let's sign the kid.
Do you is there a record in under 13 hockey of most shutouts in a season? Because I think we have it.
Ah, that's a Google for you, Wally.
Well, anyways, pretty fun stuff winning with your son and all his buddies, you know?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
So
Winning is fun.
Maxie, we discussed, let's have a plan here, guys. You met my favorite player growing up, Rob Collins, and then he
I
put your
did,
ass
I-
out. Shoot, he's still
Yeah.
a winner, eh?
Yeah, still winning. Yeah. Finally caught him like one-on-one in the hallway there in Berlin the other day while I was sharpening skates. So I grabbed him and told him like, "Hey, I know Wally." So all of a sudden, a couple shed guys just standing in the hallway having a chat.
Yeah, he's a beauty.
Yeah, yeah.
Last
And then
time
we
I
had a
saw
good
him was at
talk
the
in the handshake
Conestoga
line.
golf course. We
Okay.
played golf together, and he's a way better golfer than me.
I was crying laughing because he called you a young pup. I knew Wally when he was a young pup, a little pup. And I go, that's so funny because he calls all of his little guys, like young guys, pups now.
They are my puppies, and I'm trying to
Yeah.
raise them right, and they play hockey hard. I don't know if you guys have heard about the Kincardine Canucks.
Never,
Yeah.
Wally.
Hey,
Never
you
once.
talk about it from time to time, but that's all I know.
What team is that?
The same team that I can't get a coaching job with. I'm now 1-4 in coaching applications in minor hockey, but I've gone to all Ontario's 3 for 3. So whatever. Do your best, forget the rest, eh?
Yep,
Don't
That's why.
let people bring you down.
absolutely.
So Dease, you look like you're comfortable.
I'm in bed. I'm at my mum's house. I've taken a break from working. I'm doing a bazillion jobs for my mama right now.
You're back in
So,
Cardiff?
yeah, I flew in Sunday night, late Sunday night. I arrived home, and every day this week I've done some sort of house job for my mama. Today I'm putting up curtains.
I can't picture you being able to do that.
I can do all that shit.
Really?
Like-
Well,
Yep. Maintenance and stuff. I got my spirit level. I'm great. I
so
can do all that.
sure you can. Andy, you got game 4 of the series now. What is it? Best of 7?
Best of 7, game 4. We have the lead with 2-1. We were
So it's a huge one
bad.
tonight.
Pretty bad game last night. We were down 3-1, scored 3-2 with like 5 minutes left, and equalizer 3-3 with 6 seconds left of the game. Then turned around and scored in the 5th period, like in the end. So we're up 2-1 now.
What time's face off tonight?
7 o'clock.
And who are you playing?
6 my time.
Timrå.
You
Timrå
know,
IK.
you ever heard of these fire sticks for a TV? I didn't know what I was doing. There was one here.
Welcome to the modern world, Wally.
Yeah,
hey?
thank you. I figured out that I could watch the Western Michigan Broncos win the championship, my former team, last weekend. And then they show me all these other hockey games I can watch because I'm not really into the NHL, especially in the regular season when they play 82 games. Who gives a fuck? They're gonna play another 81 of them. But seeing your guys' teams play actually interests me. You know.
You see, if we win today we go back home with a 3-1 lead. Home game on Saturday, we can close the deal.
And who
move on to
did
the
you say you're
semifinals.
playing?
Timrå. Timrå IK. It's Henrik Zetterberg is from here.
Oh, okay.
It's a big star here.
Moose, are you sitting on your roof?
Well, I'm sitting on my deck. Like I have a balcony out here. That is the roof of the building is behind me though.
It looks nice there.
He's hiding from the wife.
So-
No, she knows. No, not at all. Not at all. She knows what's up. Got a big old church over there, you know. Like,
Oh, yeah, Germany's. Oh, there it
Europe, so you
is.
got like really, really old churches, you know.
Yeah, that's Germany.
Nice.
So Maxie, we're gonna see each other in 2026, I hear.
Yeah, you're coming to Landsuit?
That's the plan. That's what they told me.
Nice.
They haven't given me a date yet or a time, but they said they're gonna pay for my flight and expenses. And if somebody's gonna do
Maybe.
that for me, I do know how to run amok.
Wait,
Oh,
Andy's
there's a
giving
lot
us a
room.
tour.
What do you
Oh.
think, boys?
Did Håkan set
Yeah,
that up?
that looks
This is
pretty
the setup.
fresh there, Andy.
It's been okay.
I'm no equipment
No, Hawk-
manager, fellas. You
Hawk,
guys
you did a
got
nice
any
job.
reviews for him and anything he's doing wrong there?
That's a nice setup.
Moving too fast. I can't be picky enough, but it looks pretty good.
Okay, you
Looks
want to be
pretty
picky?
good.
So are you just waiting for the
Uh,
coach to tell you who's playing to put the jerseys in the stalls? Because I remember in the AHL, I'd go for
Oh,
warm up and then there'd be no
we have
jersey.
the warm-up jerseys out, hanging out, and then when they're on the ice, my colleague is gonna put out the game jerseys here. It's Håkan.
Is- There's Håkan.
There's Volker.
Hey, Håkan.
Hey. You want to say
I know Håkan.
Håkan? It's Moose.
Hey,
Håkan.
Hey, bro.
He can't hear you. I have AirPods in.
Tell him he
Uh,
still
You
looks
can
like
just see
shit.
your ugly faces. Hi, Dease and Moose.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't know me. So who's that guy?
No, he doesn't know you, but he knows the other guys.
So who's he?
That's
my
Andy's
colleague.
boss. That's your
He's my
boss. He's not
boss.
your colleague.
Yeah,
He's your
that's
boss.
my boss.
Oh, you're the helper outer guy.
No, we split everything. I'm in charge of the sharpening. He's in charge of everything else.
What did he do? He was like an 80s rock star, wasn't he?
He is a
Yep.
rock star. He's still a rock star.
Like he was like actually like in a band in the 80s or early 90s, right?
Yeah, he's an old rock star.
Actually,
Yeah, like this is
Yeah.
like a legit story. Like he really is like a Swedish rock star, right? Like or what? Like
Yeah. You want to talk to?
hey, go back to the
Oh.
Wi-Fi, Andy. There
You
you
hear
are.
me?
Yeah, we
got
can hear you.
You're back.
What kind of music is Swedish music? Don't you guys like that house shit where it's just like boom, 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 boom?
Yeah. Smurgle, burgle, durgle, durgle. I heard the Muppets based the Swedish Chef on Håkan.
You hear me?
I think so.
Unfortunately.
Hey, so are you playing a road game today? Are you on the road right now?
Are you not listening, Wally? He said that 5 minutes ago.
Well,
You were
I don't
too
know.
busy
There's a lot
talking
of
about
people
the
talking.
Kincardine Kinucks.
Yeah, well, sorry. I got the
folks.
Canucks on the brain right now. What are you gonna do?
You can talk to him now.
Hey, no, there's okay.
Are you
Good,
taking
good.
take out
He's
the
making a
ear
sandwich.
pods, take out the
has.
earbuds, and then let's talk about him being a rock star.
I ain't a rock star.
You're not a rock star? What was the band
No.
called?
Ja.
Moves out to a rock star.
Har vi varit. Kung upp.
He used to be a rock star, not now.
So were you the drummer, the guitarist, the singer, dancer?
Guitarist. Guitarist.
You're the guitarist?
Yeah.
I like it. I always wanted to. I only played what's that game on the video game? Guitar Hero.
Rockstar.
I was pretty good at
Guitar
that.
Hero.
Ja.
When I was in the East Coast, I could play Guitar Hero pretty good.
Håkan was the real deal.
I hear Andy's pretty good at the blue vein flute.
So was this band pretty good? Did they have fans?
They had fans. They had groupies
Yeah.
all over.
Groupies.
It was the 80s.
Wowzers.
Kind of like equipment guys at hockey.
Exactly.
Sure.
No, actually, Dease had groupies when I was in Cardiff. Actually,
I don't
sorry.
talk about that.
I'm not talking about it. I'm just saying. It was funny. There was a time we went to Scotland. There was somebody wearing a Dease jersey, and I didn't even know he played hockey.
That was wild. I remember that. We were in Fife, and Franny pointed her out in the stands. He's like, "There's someone wearing a 21 jersey with Owen on the back." And I was like, "Where the
Nobody
did
even
she
knew
get
that was
that?
your name.
I didn't even know they sold jerseys with my name on them."
Why would they?
Exactly.
Did you ever score a professional goal?
Yeah.
Actually,
I think I got 2.
there's no
I
way.
scored on my debut.
You scored your first game
I
of
did
pro.
score 2. I did score 2. Yeah.
I've seen you play
I
Juice
scored-
Boy, and you're fucking awful.
Yeah, but I hadn't played in 10 years, Wally.
That doesn't matter. I haven't played in 10 years, and I can still play.
But you skate every week and dangle with kids. At least you touch pucks. I hadn't done anything.
Sure. Okay.
I just want to ask one thing. Can you count to 5 these?
No. 1, 2, 3, potato.
Hey,
I
Dease,
could count the
Dease,
potato.
Dease, I heard there's something going on in Wales in June. Are you going to be there?
I don't know. Waiting for the invite.
Really?
Waiting for the invite.
Well, you don't have to be invited to go, because if he wouldn't invite me, I was still going.
Well, I'll be in town, that's for sure.
Well, yeah. So we're going to go catch some oysters then on Thursday, or what?
We can catch oysters, but I'll be drinking water or Coke.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're off of it. You're not catching oysters anymore. Good for you.
Nope.
I'll probably catch some.
Behaving. You'll catch a lot.
Looks
I
like you
will.
got a driver.
Yeah. Hey, DDs are a good
Yeah,
thing. Hey,
that's true.
maybe Dease, remember last time I came?
Oh, that dude, you were playing that dude's instrument. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I thought I was so you guys talk about that other guy being a musician. I was a musician last time I went back to Cardiff. We took a Uber or whatever they're called into town after catching oysters all day, and he had this weird instrument that I'd never seen before, and I played a song for the guys in the car, and they really
Wouldn't call
enjoyed
it
it.
a song.
They
They're
really
making
enjoyed
a
it.
noise.
But now, Deese, maybe you can drive us to town instead of paying.
Well, I got a 2-seater, so I'll just drive you to town. Yeah.
The hell
Is
kind
that
of
the
car
black?
is a
Is that the black
two-seater?
Merc?
Yeah, what are you
I have a
driving that has 2 seats? How do you not have a back seat?
Smart car.
Doesn't sound
Oh, yeah,
smart.
smart car.
I got a smart car. My buddy gives me a smart car every summer.
Like one of
Shout
those
out
little tiny
Penarth
things.
Tires. Yeah, little 2-seater.
You would look,
white.
I don't think I'm allowed to say that word on here. You would look so special driving that car.
It's awesome. It flies around. It uses like a tank of fuel every month, and you can park it literally anywhere. So big shout out to Chris at Penarth Tires for my car every summer.
He actually, like, is just a buddy that gives you a car for the summer?
Yeah, he's my buddy. I've known him for years.
So you do have
Every
friends.
summer he gives me a little set of wheels. It's like a Dodgem. It should have one of those big aerials that connects up to an electric grid or something.
I feel like we're off the rails again here. So Maxi, let's get. I think we're supposed to talk about hockey for people on here. So you guys got put out. You guys had a coaching change when I just talked to you. Then you went to the playoffs, and then you play Berlin, who's good every year. And they had my favorite player coaching the team. That was an Elmira Sugar Thang, and won the Southern Cup. And then I won the Southern Cup, and now he coaches in Europe. After raising his kids in Elmira. But anyways, how'd they beat you? I saw the one game was in overtime. Would have been a heartbreaker. You're down 2-1 and then they won in overtime. You win that game. It's it's a different series.
I would say, listen, I'll say they outplayed us game 1. Game 2, we outplayed them, had a goal literally stolen, lost by 3-2. Had a goal stolen by the ref. One guy with the orange stripes was the only person in the building that didn't see that the puck was loose and blew the whistle as we're scoring a goal. End up losing that game 3-2. Win game 3 up there in Berlin, outplay them. Come home for game 4, outplay them again, lose in overtime. And I guess that kind of broke us to make it 3-1 versus 2-2.
Yeah.
And we didn't like. I wouldn't say that game 5 they didn't walk us by any means. Maybe a couple, maybe empty netter at the end and like like a breakaway and an empty netter, like followed by an empty netter at the end, or odd man rush, excuse me, for 1 goal, then empty netter right after. But you're taking risks at that point in time in the game, so it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't want to, but I mean, we outshot them 3 or 4 games. I don't know what you want to say. You could shoot 60 shots against that team. They could have 5 and beat you 3-0, and you're like, yeah, okay, I guess so. Like
Is it a mental thing that you're playing Berlin? You just think you're gonna lose?
No, man, no, not at all. Like because you always feel like you play good, So like I don't think I don't feel like we had a mental thing. I keep saying this too, and I don't like to bring up too much. They did have a player pass away during the season, Toby Yater. And so I think they're playing with this like kind of tightness that they've got going on, and they all won a championship last year with Toby on the team. And they kind of just have this like robotic tightness going on that, man, when the game is going,
they had a player pass away this season.
Yeah. He like late in the offseason got diagnosed with, I think it was like esophagus cancer.
Jesus.
I think he passed away like right before or right after February break.
Oh.
Right before February break. Yeah. His brother plays in Munich. He's a great guy. Toby is a great guy. He's a great guy. Andy, his brother, played here, so Toby would come train here a bit in the summer. So I got to know him through the years.
Sometimes I see that stuff pop up on my device or phone, and I saw, you see guys pass away, and you're like, oh, and you're like,
yeah,
I don't really want to go down that rabbit hole and figure out exactly who he was and everything because, you know, it just,
He
there-
is I
it's-
honestly, one time when he was playing in Dusseldorf during the COVID season, like his brother was on our team. We were playing in Krefeld. We had a game in Krefeld. He didn't have a game in Dusseldorf, but no fans, so nobody's coming to the game. But he showed up at the rink after the game with 40 burgers and 40 fries from Five Guys for his brother's team.
actually,
Yeah, yeah, like that's the kind of guy he was. Like I didn't have a game tonight. I figured I'd bring you guys burgers and fries from Five Guys.
and Five Guys ain't cheap. So
Oh,
No, that's what I mean. So like that's the kind of guy, you know. So,
that's sounds exactly like the type of guy I would have wanted to talk to. That he's
yeah,
doing that for
sure.
his brother's team, not his own team.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
and
sure,
trying to
for
bring the
sure.
boys together. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. But you know, is it like so? That's who he was. So, anyways, like that's kind of who they're missing. But boy, they're not missing him.
So you would probably say then, now that your team's out, we should probably root for Berlin.
It's tough for me to say who I root for, but I really like the coach in Nuremberg because he's an old goalie of mine.
Oh,
So
gotcha. Who's that?
maybe we'll see. But I mean, like Berlin's got a good story behind him. That Ty Ronning is amazing. Every time he touches the puck, something crazy happens. He's got like almost 80 points by now this
This is
season.
Ty Ronning, so you're saying Cliff Ronning's son, probably?
Yeah. I think so, actually. Yeah, I just looked that
Well,
up the other
Cliff
day.
Ronning was a hell of a player for the Vancouver Canucks. I really enjoyed playing with
Yeah.
him on NHL 94 too.
I mean, like Ty was under a point a game last season and then had like 70 something and 47 in the regular season this year.
That's cool.
It's like he touches the puck, you're like, oh God, something's gonna happen. And so when you're playing against that, I guess too, like
Isn't it weird though when there's guys that like when they touch the puck, the arena gets like, oh my God, he has the
Yeah.
puck, you know?
yeah.
I remember
And-
watching it and it was funny to me was Vince Bellissimo when I
Oh
was
my God.
we played together at Western Michigan and then he
Okay.
leaves early during the lockout and leaves it was a lockout, so you couldn't even sign an NHL deal. He literally just left to leave and went to the AHL. And then I play him in the semifinals in the coast. He's with Florida, I'm with Dayton. And every time he would get the puck in Florida, the arena was a buzz. And I was like, wow, like and he was feeling it. And when guys are feeling it, they're feeling it.
Yeah. I told him in the handshake line yesterday, like I love the handshake line, win or lose, because you really get a chance to like chat with somebody for a second about exactly what's going on in that moment. So I grabbed him. I was like, buddy, like this is your season is amazing. I don't know what else to tell you. Like it's electric. Every time you touch the puck, it's like something's gonna happen. Like
And
it's
that's
special.
that's kind of like a shed boost. You know, saying nice
Yeah.
things to people is nice.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's special. So what else? You got to let him know when you see it. You got to respect him when you see it. And he is just having a season. It's something like I said, I haven't seen a season like that in a long, long time in a league that I've been a part of, you know?
Right. And yeah, you got to respect when people are doing things right. I'd get into my coach in the Ripley Wolves thing. I only was at game one, but you know, losing and winning, it's a very small, it's a thin line. And we were up 2-0 in game one, first period, cruising along, having a time. And we're up 2-0 with 2 minutes left in the first period. And then one of our oldest players takes a penalty for no reason at all. I don't know why. It was behind the play, just decides to whack a guy for no reason. And then we're killing a penalty against a good hockey team. And then they go and score and make it 2-1. And then after the period, he comes out to apologize to the coaches and say, sorry for doing that. It's like, well, this isn't the time of year that we need an apology from you. We need you to not do that because now it's 2-1 and now it's time to win the actual games. And now you're coming out here to apologize to us. Why? I don't need you to apologize to me. I need you to not do that. But anywho, I'm going to carry on because I missed game 2 because I was too busy. So I don't know what happened, but we lost. Andy, you have a game tonight.
Yep.
Who's your players right now? Do you have one of these Ronning guys?
We had Ruotsalainen scored 2 goals. The man of the game last time was Lasse, the goalie. It could have easily been like 8-0 after the first period.
It's
That
nice.
must have
It's
been-
nice when your
it-
goalie's on it, eh?
I honestly, boys, that must have been the best goalie appearance I ever seen before.
Really?
He saved us. It could have easily, like I said, it could have been 8-0
What's his
after
name?
the first period. Lars Johansson. He
Um,
played in Chicago a few years ago. He won the Russian league with CSKA and St. Petersburg.
okay. Well,
Is
I
he
don't know
unbelievable?
if you've heard of Lincoln Coots. He's an under 13 player for the Kincardine Canucks, but he has 17 shutouts.
Never
this
heard
year.
of him, Wally. You've never mentioned it.
What team was that?
Sorry, the Kincardine Canucks. He has
Where's
17
that?
shutouts. Have you ever heard of 17 shutouts in a
No,
season?
They-
never heard
They
about
ever
that
win
team
anything,
before.
Wally?
Well, I don't know. Like we've been winning stuff. I just can't get coaching jobs.
Okay. I'm gonna look them up. I never heard about them before.
Yeah, no, they're pretty good. They're going to all Ontario's if you haven't heard.
I'll kept that quiet, eh?
So your goalie's your guy then, eh?
I think Lasse was our guy last game. Weissbach had 4 assists. Ruotsalainen scored 2 big goals.
So is it
3-2
what
and
is this?
equalizer,
Is
so
it what are you in? The quarterfinals?
quarterfinal, yeah.
What seed are you?
Number 3. It was Brynäs number 1, Luleå number 2, and we were number 3.
And I think like we've talked about this. This is your last season with the team.
It's my last year in hockey.
So you're
What are you
sticking.
gonna do
You're
now?
sticking with that.
Yep, I have applied to firefighter school and police academy, so we'll see what I get into.
Police Academy, a great movie.
I'm gonna be like Mahoney. What's his name? Is it Mahoney?
Mahoney. Yeah, Mahoney.
Mahoney, yeah.
So do you want to get out of the game?
Yeah, I think I'm done. I feel done. Wanna put my time in the girl and her kids and the family situation, and it's time for something
live
new.
a normal life and have weekends off.
Yeah, nights and weekends off, so it's gonna be fun.
You just
Most
gotta
looking
get
forward to
there.
be able to like travel next season, like going around, travel down, see friends all over the leagues in Europe, Finland, everywhere, coming down, catching a weekend somewhere.
So yeah,
So,
you'll still
I'm looking
go
forward
see
to that.
everybody, but so you don't know if
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
gonna be a firefighter or policeman. You sound like every hockey guy that's retired ever.
I
Exactly.
know. I applied for both schools, so we'll see if I get in first of all.
So-
Well, at
We'll
least
see.
you don't have to worry about your hair catching fire.
No.
You-
Playoff
Can you,
mode.
if you turn your phone upside down, it looks like you have a full head of hair.
You want to do it?
Oh,
I can't do it.
You guys are making me dizzy. So Dease, your team is out again.
Yeah. We went out game 7, overtime.
Game 7
of the-
overtime.
Yeah, we set a world record for overtimes.
6 OTs in 7 games, motherfucker.
Shut up.
Six straight OTs. Game
What do you-
2 to 7 was all OT.
Game 2 to 7 was all overtime.
And game 1 was a 9-6, like just goal. End of first period in game 1 was 4-4. It was fucking wild.
That sounds fucking wild. Overtime's crazy, man. Because, like, I don't know if you guys have heard of them, the Kincardine Canucks. When we get
What?
into
Yeah, I
overtime,
know.
but like it's weird. You can outplay a team all game, and you can have all the chances, and then all of a sudden
Exactly.
they just skate down and shoot a puck, and you're like, oh, you know,
Coin flip.
Yeah.
Overtime's a coin flip.
it
Can
is
tell you
weird.
All
what
you
that
need,
feels like.
all you need is a hot goalie, Wally. You should have that in your team.
Oh, you've never heard of Lincoln Coots? He's got 17
No,
shutouts.
never heard about him. Is he good?
Well, yeah, well, actually, I coached 2 years together, so he's a first year. And he's a first of 2 years together, and he has 17
Coach Junior
shutouts.
Wally? Wow.
You
Good for
coach?
you, buddy.
I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but anyways, Dease, that sounds miserable. So I can just picture it. So game 6, did you guys win in overtime to keep it alive?
No, we were 3-1 up in the series. And
Oh my god, you're gonna make me puke.
Can we
They
talk? Can we
obviously
talk
won
about the
3
game
straight.
6 overtime goal, Dees?
Oof. Where our goalie whiffed on it.
Mm.
I mean, it's he
It
looked
was
like it's like he was a donut. It's like there was a hole in his stomach. I don't know, like it just like went right through it.
I think that as the kids would say,
Yeah.
controller disconnected. Like,
That sucks, because what's funny was I was watching the Western Michigan Broncos play Denver for the championship, and they're down 3-0 going into the finals, and I'm texting with Steve King, whose son was the captain of Denver, and they get up 3-0, and he's having a time texting me about them beating us. And then we make it 3-2, and then a guy takes a wrister from the blue line, and the goalie tries to catch it, and like it would have missed the net, and he tries to catch it, and then it like pops out of his glove behind him into the net. And it's like, oh shoot, you know, like that goalie will remember that the rest of his life, and it sucks because so will his teammates. And he was just trying to play hockey, and he made a mistake. And I tell you, I wouldn't want to be a goalie. I did it once, 3-on-3 with my Kincardine Kinucks that you've never heard of. And I won a championship that day, and I got a shutout my first game. But I would never want to be a goalie, because you literally just stand there and wait, and then they come down and shoot, and you either save it or you don't.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know?
Yeah,
Spotlight.
there's no clear direction.
That's what the goalies do. Either save it or not.
Right. But like
Fair analogy.
if you're like playing the game, you like go out and you could lose the puck, but it's like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna go get it back from that guy because he took my puck. Where a
Yeah.
goalie, it's like it's either in or it's out.
Yeah, like you can make your turnover, but you have your chance to get back and make the play or something.
Exactly.
But
You can
goal-
still
yeah,
change
yeah.
your mistake. It's not actually in the net.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. I got logged out here, but Dease, was it gunner in net or?
Yeah, it was gonna.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't know what
Yeah.
happened, but he had a great playoffs, to be fair to him. He had a really good player, and he's an awesome guy. Awesome guy.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Obviously, like say, we just fumbled the one, and it was
Yeah.
overtime winner. You fumble one in a game, and
Who'd you
got
guys
time
lose
to get
to?
it back. Lynn's Black Wings or Steel
Mm,
Wings, whatever they're called, Black Wings.
yeah. So you're back in Graz again next season?
Yep, I'm back. I fly out on 21st of July. I fly back to Graz.
21st
So-
of July, you're gone?
So I've done all my ordering. I think my equipment gets delivered 23rd of July. I fly out on the Sunday, it arrives on the Monday, but I've done majority of my ordering, all my returning players and everything. I've ordered all their stuff
So
already.
you already know all the returning players and have already, like, don't they, isn't there, what, how do you know who's coming to play for your team already?
2-year contracts, Wally.
Oh, I never had one of those. What do they do? I was
think
only
they
a 1-year
just
guy.
Make you play the
Maybe
same
it was
place 2
because
years in a row.
maybe it's because of my body. They only would sign me to 1 year at a time. I don't know.
We need to plan
Gamble on the jelly bean.
like a trip next year, boys. Go down to Straubing first, and then I go down to Graz.
Well,
Let me
Come
know
for
what
it.
it's work.
Andy, rumor has it, Landshut, Germany is, well, they've told me they're going to pay for my flight and expenses to come play in a charity hockey game. And
Oh wow, when?
well, they haven't told me that. They're saying they're waiting to figure out when the game is, and then they're going to tell
Okay.
people I'm coming. So I haven't told anybody.
I'm gonna be busy.
You're good at secrets, Wally, yeah.
Thank you.
I'm
I am good at
gonna-
secrets.
I'm gonna
I haven't
be
released it
busy.
yet. I haven't told anybody about it, but if Moose is in Straubing, which is 30 minutes away from Landshut,
I think
It-
I'm gonna be busy.
Oh, okay. Well, you're probably
What,
gonna
washing
be
your
you're
hair?
probably gonna be firefighting or pulling people over
Yeah,
for no reason.
either date, I'm gonna be busy.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. I heard you were coming to
No,
my golf
no,
tournament. Are you still coming to Kincardine for May 24th for my golf tournament?
if we're not, maybe. I
That
haven't
maybe
closed the door
sounds
yet.
like a no, so don't fucking lie to
No,
me.
I haven't closed the door yet. I haven't closed the door. Depends
But
if
you
we're
haven't
going
opened
to
the door.
Do you know
the
that some
USA
I don't know
trip
if
with
you've
the
heard of
girl
them,
or
but my
not.
Kincardine Canucks, they're like,
Are
I
they
heard,
coming?
well, I heard they were like, I heard you got a guy from Sweden coming. I'm like, I think he's full of
Ah,
shit.
yeah. Are
Well,
you paying my ticket?
I no. So what I'm actually doing, what's this? Yeah, this is it.
Wally's
So
having a
I
raffle,
need
everybody.
an actual flight
Wally's
myself,
having a
dickhead.
raffle.
I'm having a raffle. It's a Walton 18, 2 Ales and Hockey Tails jersey because I have no
Triple
money.
XL.
Because I have no money and I need to get to Joey Martin's testimonial. And I'm hoping that people will come and buy tickets at raffle.com to help me get to Cardiff, Wales for Joey Martin's testimonial. Because if you don't buy raffle tickets, then I can't come. And I hope everybody buys enough tickets that I could get a flight and buy the boys a kebab on Chippy Lane. You know, that's what I want. But, you know, dreamers can dream.
I got to raffle off
dreamers
something
can dream.
to pay for myself to get there, Wally.
Aren't you already there?
I'm gonna have to, like, I don't know, raffle off my water bottle for $3 to get some gas to drive there.
Well,
I'll buy it for $5.
as long as
If you
you
sign it.
as long as you
I can
behave
have
better than
kids on.
last testimonial when you got invited and you couldn't even stand up and it was game time.
That's because I
You got to
drank a
know
bottle
when
of
it's game
scotch.
time and when it's not game time, Dease. Maybe
Honestly,
that's your
boys,
problem.
we need to take, like, when it's a national break, we need to go down to Straubing and eat this fucking pancake soup they had here.
Oh, the
Ooh,
pancake
Oh,
soup in
man.
Germany?
That
Yeah.
was so good.
Oh,
It was almost better than meeting moose.
The beef broth.
Yeah,
And that
the-
dessert, what was that? The dessert we had.
No, but seriously, the
Oh.
pancake soup in Germany can get you right hot and bothered. And I know exactly what you're talking
Fuck
about.
me,
That
was
is good.
It was so
Yeah.
good.
Oh yeah.
I
I'm
need-
trying to
Get that
remember
all the time in
dessert.
Graz too.
Fuck,
That,
I'm gonna
like,
figure out how
apple
to make that now.
Cake thing.
We need to plan a trip. I'm gonna come down to Straubing and Graz next year when I'm unemployed.
So why wouldn't you come when I'm coming to Landsuit, you dickhead?
I will come. Let me know the date and I will be there.
Yeah, I need
wanna
to know
meet
the
you.
date. I
Yeah.
need to. Yeah, we've met before, just not in person. Kind of like a lot of people I've talked
Exactly.
about.
I want to give you a hug, Wally.
I'd be weird to hug Moose. I feel like I'm gonna be like, I'm
You
gonna
come
like
up to his nipple.
my head's
Hugging
gonna
Moose
be
is
right
like
in his
hugging
nipples.
his,
My head's gonna
yeah.
be right in his
No.
nipples.
Don't worry, I'll come low, buddy. I'll bring it.
You're gonna get
Maxie will
down
go
there
on
for the
his
real
knees.
thing. Oh God, it is weird how many people I've talked to and never met.
That's
Do you have a
when I was
couch for me?
meeting-
Moose,
I've
do you have
met
a
more
couch for me
people
if I come
through
down?
you than actually meeting you.
Say what?
I've met like more people in person through you without than actually meeting you. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I've gone
Yes.
and met people because of this podcast. I've gone
We-
and met other people that I would have no idea of going to talk to, but I've never met you in person.
Right. It's like Matt Caruth in Cardiff. It's like we've had
Yeah.
Twix thrown on the ice in Denmark and Cardiff. And we've had clothes made called Legs and Eggs and some weird stuff. And we've never actually met. And it's like, huh.
I saw him yesterday, Wally.
Oh yeah?
I was hanging out with him yesterday, actually.
Really? So you're right in there? You went to see the Devils?
I went to hang out with a few of the guys after practice yesterday. So I saw Batchy, Richie,
Murdy.
Myerzy, Merds, Mosey, Benny Davis, Sammy Duggan. Saw a lot of the guys yesterday.
Sounds like a bunch of shed guys.
Marty and Fawns weren't there though. They were out and about. They got off early or something.
Well, they're next level, those two. The Swan and the Goat.
Yeah, Joey was probably out there doing some testimonial merchandise, something.
Have you heard that his game is nearly sold out and it's not till June?
That's wild.
isn't it? Like to watch a fat guy like me play hockey again.
I don't think they're all coming to see you, though, Wally. I think they're coming.
Well, they're
for
definitely
Joe.
not coming to see me. But you look at the roster he's put together of. I'm trying not to swear. Like some of the best people in
Beauties,
hockey.
just
Yeah,
beauties.
just like people may think I'm crazy saying you don't need to be the robot in hockey. You don't need to do all the things everybody's telling you to do. You need to fucking love it. You need to go out there and love hockey more than everybody else, and things will go okay. And then you see the roster he puts together of the people. There ain't a robot on the roster.
It's a gong show. That's
It's
what
gonna
it
be
is.
a gong show. And you know what? That's hockey.
It is going to be a big gong show.
Hey, people can tell me I'm wrong, but hey, guess what? Go fuck yourselves.
I'm trying not to swear.
Sorry, I was trying not to swear, but
Kidding.
hockey's supposed to be fun. And when you make it too serious and you make it like a business and you make it all like you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do this,
Sterile.
and then there's no fun. It's like, well, why do we play this game? Just thinking out loud. But hey,
Absolutely, man.
everybody can coach hockey however they want. I'll do it my way. Then again, I can't get a coaching job anyway, so what's the matter? But
Never
on a
mentioned it,
positive
Wally.
note, Dease, I've had 2 years with my son, and all I wanted was to be with my daughter next season and coach her and be a part of it again. Because last time I coached the girls was awesome, and I put my name in. Struck out again, but the guy that got the job is my friend, and actually, fun fact, was the guy my first day at Superheat trained me or showed me what they do there. And I played some old timers with him, and he asked me if I still drink beers. And I said, yes, I still can. And he invited me over to talk. And I'm curious what it's about, but perhaps I could be an assistant coach and help out next season. You know?
The ass coach.
What's that?
The ass coach.
Is that what it's called?
Ass is short for assistants, so I guess so. You'd be the ass coach.
Well, I'll do whatever he wants if I'm allowed to participate in my daughter's season. You know?
Have
Whatever.
fun. Get some
Don't-
chocolate.
Yeah, like just have
Boys,
fun.
I need to say bye-bye.
Oh,
Need
well,
to go
Okay,
hey,
buddy.
you
get
guys
Good luck
ready for the
may,
tonight.
game here.
so you guys can finish her tonight then.
Yeah, no, we can take a 3-1 lead
Oh,
tonight
sorry,
and
it's
finish it
2-1
off
now.
on at
Yeah.
home on Saturday.
Andy, just want to
What's
say
up?
thank you so much for my jersey.
Hey, you're welcome.
It's up here behind my my new banner.
Yeah?
But I do know that Moose and Dease still have not sent me one, so thank you so much. It means the world to me.
I sent you when you
I-
raffled it.
They're good guys. I have jerseys from both of them, so
Oh, really? Well, they just maybe don't think enough of me to send me one, but thank
it
you
was
so
Easter, it was-
much. Thank you so much because it like when the kids come over and like the kids I'm coaching and I'm like, check this jersey out. It's from Frölunda in Sweden. They're like, no fucking way. I'm like, serious. Like the equip manager
Yeah.
sent it to me. And then I'm still just waiting for like my Straving and Gratz one, but like, you
I'll
know,
give you one when I
empty
see you in June.
promises are empty promises, and you know you just carry on, and it's like you find out who your friends
Hey.
are. So thank you, Andy, and good luck tonight. I bet you guys
No
will
worries,
win because you
boys.
said I bet hockey karma's a thing, and you sent me a jersey, so you will probably win because you're still in
Stop
hockey.
talking, Wally. He's got to go.
Both of their teams are out because they haven't sent me a jersey yet.
Let him talk, boys. At least he's not talking about this Kincardine team. Or what was
That's
the name?
true. That's
Have
true.
you haven't heard of them? They're called the Kincardine Kinucks, and they run amok.
Canucks. Okay.
I gotta write that down.
Okay, go
All
Frölunda.
right, good luck, Andy.
Yeah.
Have a good one, buddy.
So sorry, guys. I had to call you guys out because I still don't have your jerseys here.
I told you
give
after
you
the
one in
season
June,
ended.
Wally.
We had it 2 days ago. Give me a
So-
minute here. Let me breathe.
Sorry, there was I think his name's Jeff Lavecchio. Moose, you might know him.
He was on my
said-
team in Utah.
He said, excuses are like assholes. Everybody has one and they all stink.
We always used to say, I think it was something like, it's like assholes, but everybody has one, but nobody wants to hear yours. I think that's opinions.
Opinions, yes. No.
Opinions.
And my
Yeah, they're like
well,
assholes.
if you guys don't want to hear my opinion, I should have a Gratz jersey and I should have a Straubing jersey. Because actually,
We don't want to hear it.
I never know what I'm doing. I'm just having fun. But I think I think my new plan is to try and build the coolest jersey collection in the world by doing this. You know,
I think you can handle that.
I think
We
it
can
would
help
be,
you
Should be
out.
pretty easy.
I think it would be pretty neat to have the coolest jersey collection in the world by talking on my work computer on lunches. You know,
What's the coolest, like, what's the most famous player jersey you have, Wally, or something like that?
Player jersey. I don't have many other people's jerseys. I don't know. People keep doing cool things and like putting my logo on jerseys and then sending them to me. So,
That's cool.
yeah, it's not really about the. I'd say nobody's nobody. I don't have many other players' jerseys, but I heard I might be getting a Dashner jersey, which I'm a big fan. Who he just came
Nice.
on. Yeah, I heard it might happen, but I mean, I've heard these promises before, so I don't know.
What
know?
about you, Max? You got any cool shit?
Gosh, over here I don't have much stuff cool over here. I got a whole like, I actually gave away my whole jersey collection a couple of years ago, or like my whole hockey collection a couple of years ago.
I did the same.
To like,
Oh,
there's like a roller hockey group started called like Covington Street Hockey League. It's in like the Kentucky side of Cincinnati, like the northern Kentucky part. And like a kid I went to high school with was playing there, and I just kind of followed on Instagram, and they just play for fun. They built a roller hockey rink in a park. It looked cool. So I'd been over in Europe for so many years. So one day I actually just took all my stuff and threw it in the truck and drove over there. Like I gave them a riveter,
Sick.
skate sharpening sled, all my jerseys, a bundle of sticks. Like I just literally, I mean, boxes and boxes of like hockey socks and stuff.
That's
Like,
cool.
just took it all over there, pulled up one day when they were playing. I'm like, hey guys, like I got a bunch of stuff. Like I don't know what, do you guys want any of this? And they obviously kind of freaked
Ripped
out,
your
took it
arm
all,
off
and had
for
a
it.
good time with it.
being nice is nice. And
Yeah.
but Dease, I do have an answer for your question for my favorite jerseys that I have.
Yep.
One is right behind me. Rah, number 18 from Cardiff, Wales. Wore number 18 because I went bowling with him when he was like 4 years old. And
Is he still
then
playing? I think he was playing for Cardiff Fire or Canucks or something.
I don't really want to bring that part up. When I
Okay,
got back,
okay.
I got back in contact with him, and him and Miley Drazy, his captain, Shed Gal, they were having a time winning trophies, loving hockey, and then had him on the pod, and we started a brawl when people started throwing chocolate on the ice in Cardiff. And hey, buddy,
Hello.
how are you
Say hi,
doing?
Wally.
Hi guys.
Say hi,
Hi.
What's
Dease.
up, big man?
Hi,
Hi, Dease.
hi Dease.
How
Yeah.
you doing, big cat?
What's up? Are you good?
Can do
Oh, okay.
can do
All right, buddy, get
sprechen
on
ein
out here.
bisschen Deutsch? Oh,
He can't hear you now.
Oh,
can do
Are you
sprechen ein
speaking
bisschen
Deutsch, buddy?
Deutsch?
Deutsch. Hi.
Hi. Hey, I'll see you next year, buddy.
Yeah, it's all
See you
good, baby. Just say hi to him.
2026. But
Yeah.
yeah, Rah, after winning trophies and loving hockey, and I went to their practice last time I was in Cardiff. I guess the next season he got a coach he didn't get along with and didn't like him. And well, he gave up the game this season and did not play.
Tough.
Yeah. But the other favorite jersey I have is behind my banner, but it was a number 10 from KMHA, which is not Kincardine, but Kalamazoo minor hockey. And that's Hunter's jersey, who reached out to me doing the podcast and said that he wore number 10 when he played hockey because of me on the Broncos. And he sent me his jersey and signed it for me from when he was a kid. And he's actually coming to my golf tournament. He's going to come from Kalamazoo to my golf tournament in Kincardine, Ontario. And he also wants
a long
to
trip.
I know that. I've done it. It's 5.5 hours. But
Yeah.
he wants to sponsor it, and he said he's going to bring 3 bottles of whiskey for the adults, and we're gonna have a putting competition, and he's gonna bring mystery minis for the kids. So we're gonna have an adult putt off and a kids putt off, and it's the guy that wore my jersey from Kalamazoo that's going to do that for me. And I just think it's really cool how things work out in the wash, you know?
That's wild.
Great story.
It's really good.
I think it's a cool story, and that if he
Yeah.
actually does that and brings whiskey for the adults, mini sticks for the kids, and I hadn't met him until last summer when I went to the Broncos golf tournament, and then took a fun selfie with him, and now he's going to come to my golf tournament, and I don't even know what I've done to get that from him.
Just you were his inspiration when you had
You
2
were-
working legs and stuff.
Right, when I could do spinaroonies and stuff.
Exactly.
2 working legs is a thing. Once you're hurt, you're hurt. I was way better, Dease, before you met me. You know? Then you just started spray painting me and things got weird.
Making bacon bagels in the locker room while the guys practice. That's what we did.
Yeah, you just got to do what you can to help the boys win, right?
Just keep the room light. That's all you got to do is keep the room light.
Well, and I think that's like, what was it, last night? Yeah, last night I had to miss the Wolves practice, the only one they get each week, before we're down 0-2 going in this series. It's like, I wish I would have been there to keep it light, because I'm sure they showed up pissed off, angry, not having fun. And it's like, well, you guys need to realize, like, now we got nothing to lose. Like, you need to remember that this is a fun game, and when we were in first place all year, it was fun. So just chill the fuck out and go out and have some fun, you know?
Who are you
Yeah.
saying that to, Wally?
The Ripley Wolves. I don't know if you've heard of them. I've been
Never
talking
heard of
with
them either.
No? Oh, shoot. I'm just the helper outer guy, but I show up when I can, and they said I have an open door policy and help out how I can. But the coach is an absolute beauty, and he respects my opinions and takes them and wants them. And he he played with Cully and Haddad growing up. Isn't that weird?
Poor guy.
Poor guy, or no, that's
Poor guy.
lucky guy. Those guys are fantastic.
Imagine having to be with Dad all day, every day. I love her.
He was my roommate on the road. He's hilarious.
Oh boy. My favorite thing I used to do was when we were on those long trips home and we took the double deckers, and he sat in the opposite seat to Marty, and I'd wander upstairs and I'd just say, hey, Dad. And he'd go, because he was always half asleep. And then I'd be like, do you see that shooting star? And he's like, what? I said, well, it went this way super fast, and then it went up. And he's like, no way, because he was fascinated by aliens. And then I just hear Marty go, oh no, because then her dad would be staring out the window for the next 2 hours going, I can't find it, man. Where is it? Like, did you see it? I think I saw it over there. And that was my favorite thing to do, was get him going on the long trips and then quietly go back downstairs and just listen to the chatter from upstairs. And Marty had messaged me and go, every fucking time. Dad was always looking out the window for UFOs.
He is an absolute beauty, and I
Oh,
love
awesome guy.
when I don't know how Lordo decided who was road roommates that year, and I think it is an important thing, and it's interesting being out of the game and seeing how it all went and the decisions made. It's like when I was in the AHL, you'd have a different roommate like every time you get on the road, and you'd show up to the lobby and they'd tell you who your roommate was that time. And it was like someone different, which hockey players want routine. They want comfort. They want to know who they're with. And when I knew I was with the dad every time, we knew what we were getting into, and we
You
knew
knew
each
it was going
other.
to be a giggle.
Yeah, and we would have fun. And Lordo, if you're listening or not, I don't know.
He doesn't listen.
He doesn't. We may or may not have had Doug Clarkson in the room too. He was with Richie, who was a bit more ready for the games than us. But Doug Clarkson would come over. We might order room service and have a beer or two, and then we'd be ready to muck it up the next day, you know?
My roomie was always Jamay, and me and Jamay would get after it.
So, Moose, do you have a road roommate this year?
No,
did you?
I have my
I
own
guess it's
room.
over for
In
you
the-
guys.
Own
You
room.
guys
Same
suck.
with
in
me.
the-
I always get my own room too now.
You guys get
in
your
the-
own
ever-
rooms now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Look at
Yeah,
you
since I've been
guys
in the-
go, eh?
right. Since I've been in the DEL, so like I have had road roommates in the past, but since I've been in the DEL, it's been got my own room, and that is wonderful.
Game changer.
Yeah,
So
quiet, big bed, you know, just
Yeah.
sleep, rest.
so it is nice to be by yourself for sure, but
Yeah,
it's also, if you're gonna have a roommate, you want it to be the
you
same
ha-
one. I'm not trying to tell
if you-
people how
yeah.
to hockey. I'm just letting
No.
people know from my experiences what I think should happen.
I mean, I did 11, you know, a bunch of years in the coast. I always with the trainer. Or when I was in Zagreb, I had the other equipment guy. So like I always had road roommates, but the years where like you had good trainers or like good people that you worked with, it was always better. So because you had, like you said, consistency in a good room.
That's consistency in a good room. It's like that can be your hotel room, but it can also be the locker room.
Yeah, that's exactly that.
Yeah. Hockey players
Yeah.
like consistency and they like things keeping the same. So I know you guys have never heard about the Kincardine Kinucks, but I have a thing as coaching. What I do is I put my net on before the game. So
In your Crocs.
in my Crocs, yes, I go out there in my
Oh yeah,
Crocs
you
and
told me about this.
I put
With
my
your
net on.
gibbets.
And it's become a thing. Yes, I have nice gibbets. They're from my players. Some of them are, but I have like a Captain America one. Dease, you might know what that's from.
Mhm.
Yeah. Lightning Bolt from being Kugelblitz in Germany, but like they all mean something. And then my
More
players
Kugel,
for
less
my
Blitz.
players gave me gibbets for my birthday, and then I put them in my shoes, and then my shoes mean a lot to me. But like before the games, the Zamboni's going around and the other team will be like waiting there fully dressed, waiting for the Zamboni to be done. And my boys are all still in the room. And I go put my net on like it's time and put the pegs in, smash them in, and then get it ready. And then I go in and do a hot one with the boys and get them ready to go. And then we go out and play. But it's very interesting when you get to these other arenas. Some people will not let me put my net on.
Oh, they don't like that. Yeah, some places like, no, only the ice guy can step on the ice, blah, blah, blah.
And then the last time, the guy looked at my shoes and he goes, "You can't go out like that," because I was wearing Crocs. And I'm like, "I do it everywhere." And he goes, "Not here." And I'm like, "Okay, we'll beat you anyways." And I was like, "See you later."
Health and safety. Health and safety.
Yeah, isn't it interesting in this world that you can go public skating with skates on and skate all around the ice with no helmet on, but I can't walk out on the ice with Crocs on and put a net on because it's your job? And it's like, well, if it's your job, guess what? If I put this net on, you only have to put that net on. You don't have to do both. So, just let me do my thing. Get the
Efficiency,
fuck
just
out of
gotta
my
help out.
way. If this becomes a thing at the All Ontario Championships, I tell you, I've been getting emails from townships saying, "Don't put your net on," and I'm like, "Watch me."
Wally just
Wild.
making friends everywhere.
But yeah, I think it would be neat how this all plays out. Is I was born in Halton Hills, Ontario, and we moved to Elmira when I was a baby, and I grew up there. And I'm not from Halton Hills, and I'm not from the city. The All Ontario Championships are where I was born, and this is the last year of the Canucks. We won All Ontario last year, and I think it would be pretty neat to go back to back, win it where I was born, and say to everybody, "Go fuck yourselves. That's hockey."
And I
That
put
makes
my
sense.
damn net on.
And I'm putting my fucking net on, so get out of my way. But maybe I'll have to wear a helmet. I don't know. They've made me wear a helmet before. Or, it's actually like, it's like playing hockey, right? It's like funny every time because like they try to tell me no, and I'm like, well, yes. And then we have our back and forth, and I'm like, well, whatever. But
They're gonna hold your net till your team takes the ice for warmups and then take it out there.
well, like, do you remember watching the movie Gladiator where he'd pick up the sand and like
Yeah.
do his thing? And it's like, that's me putting my net on. It's like, it's fucking go time, and I'm putting my net on, and then I'm gonna go in and get these boys ready, and then we're fucking coming out and kicking the shit out of you,
Yeah. Like, boys, they didn't let me put the net on. We gotta run them over.
But then the boys will come up to me and be like, "Did you put the net on?" I'm like, "I did," or they wouldn't let me, and they're like, "Those mother." I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
hear you,
Let's get them fired
let's
up.
go get them." Ah, shit. So, you guys got anything? You guys have any questions? I don't have anything written down. We've just been talking.
I got
Yeah,
nothing.
no,
I went on the ice Tuesday with a bunch of my beer league buddies here.
You played
I call
hockey?
it I played sand hockey. That's what I called it because I don't know what they do to the ice here now, but it's like skating in sand.
Oof.
It's
So-
so soft.
Dease, you're talking in the Cardiff arena?
Yeah.
Can you believe with how much hockey's going on in Cardiff, Wales? Like, I have a bunch of jerseys and I'm getting more sent to me. Not from you guys, but from other people, that like their teams don't get to play hockey until April because there's no ice time for them. But then they turned the other ice pad into a fucking jumble gym or whatever the fuck it is.
Yep.
And like, they could have had two pads where everybody gets to play hockey and get better at it and enjoy the game. Now we have teams not starting until April, and then they play through the summer because there's no ice time because there's only one ice pad.
Not financially viable.
So the
That's
jungle
why.
gym makes more money than all the people that want to play hockey in Cardiff.
Well, you've got to think the people that want to play hockey in Cardiff only want ice from like 8 till, I don't know, midnight, whereas the jungle gym can run from 8 in the morning till 8 at night. And the cost of
And other people go to
keeping
school and stuff. I
Yep.
gotcha.
keeping the plant going, keeping the ice going, the water bill, electricity bill wasn't financially viable to have two pads, because if there was
So you're in it for
skating on one,
so it's about the money, not
it's the UK, Wally. It's all about the money.
what. It is interesting in the UK, like, busy place, a lot of people there, not many ice pads, not a lot of people that love hockey, but no chance to play it.
Because you can go play soccer or rugby pretty much anywhere.
Right.
And obviously,
You can just be outdoors.
yeah, running an ice rink is not cheap business. The amount of electricity is crazy.
It's true though, and I guess businesses are businesses. But I find it interesting starting this and chatting around. It's like, it still says like over 70% of my listeners are in the UK. And those are people that are passionate about hockey, that love it. And not many people get to actually play it. And if they do, it's really expensive.
Yeah, it is not a cheap sport. I remember like when I was a kid, the top end pair of skates were like 150, $200. And now it's the best part of $1,000. And you could have
And it
skates
comes
when I
without
was a
steel.
kid. Yeah, that's the new thing. Yeah. You gotta then they're like, oh, it's $900 for the skate. And then you choose the steel you go in it. And I think there's 3 different levels of steel now. They took it
Yeah.
away in the UK though. It obviously flopped on its ass in the UK. So now they all come with the top end, like top end skate comes with top end steel. But that
As
was
it
their
should.
that's what they still do in the States, I think. They still do
Yeah.
it in Austria. So yeah, you just buy a boot
Yeah, still
and
here,
then
yeah.
yeah, so you're like it's like going to buy a Porsche and they say, oh yeah, it doesn't come with wheels or tires though. You get to choose those after and they're another fucking, I don't know, 4,000 or 5,000 bucks. You're like, huh?
Yeah.
It's
What?
weird.
Terrible.
It's it is crazy how expensive it is to have your kids play hockey and get
Like
into the
look
sport
at
you love.
sticks. Sticks when I was a kid, you buy a wooden Sherwood for $30 and
You could-
maybe 3 of them a year. And now kids like they all want the new top end what's it called now, sink, the Bauer sink, and
Yeah.
at the store in Graz I think they're 250 to $300, and I'm like holy. And obviously they break a lot quicker than a lump of wood.
Well,
So
when you
yes,
see
they
your
weigh a
kids,
fraction of
when
it.
you see your kids stick break, your heart drops. Like
Yeah.
you're like, oh fuck.
Oof.
Like I
Or
have to.
they're slamming it around and they're just cracking it over the boards after a bad shift, and you're like, oh my god.
Don't get me started on that, but yeah, yeah, it's not an easy sport to get kids into, and
No.
they say hockey is for everyone, but it's not. You have to have a good setup in life. You have to
Yeah.
make.
It's gone from being a sport anyone can afford to play. You know, you could go to Canadian Tire and just grab a stick
Oh,
for $30.
you could
You
go
know,
grab
broke
a
a stick, I'll
pair
get
of
one on the way
wheels
home.
and a stick and then go muck it up with the Mennonites on an outdoor pond like I did. And and they'd whack your shins, but you know, like everybody got to play, and maybe it wasn't organized, but the organized hockey, man,
It's bank.
it
It's big
well,
money
like
now.
so we make all Ontarios. So we get there, we win our championship. We have to
Range
pay.
Rover City.
So we earned our way there, and everybody's paid their minor hockey bills. We're the team that earned our way there. We have to pay to go to that tournament. We have to pay for the hotel. And the same as last year, if we win, they offer you rings. And then you get to pay for the rings.
Buy the ring, yeah.
And
You're like,
the
great.
sweater I'm wearing. And you know what? We did win. So I bought the fucking sweater. But you know what? That weekend cost me way over $1,000. And
Yeah.
it's like, so we earned our way there. We should be there. Did enough people not pay for minor hockey that the team that earns their way there gets in for fucking free? Fuck.
Or at least gets
Yeah.
a huge discount.
Yeah, but that, yeah. And you know what? We win again. I'm going to buy another fucking ring. It's going to go beside the other one and whatever.
And then
I'll
is
have
it
to
the
have
same
another
as-
raffle for a Walton 18 jersey to pay for this shit.
is it the same for your guys as it is for like what I see everywhere now, that like you got 10 and 12-year-old kids wheeling around with the top end skates, the top end sticks and stuff, and you're like, you
Well,
don't
you
need them at that
know,
age.
I think
Just pay
it's,
good money for a bucket. That's all you should spend big money on, is a bucket. You need the head for the rest of your life.
I think the marketing's a thing, right? Like the kids, they see it, they do it, and then they go out there and they're like, did you see the stick that kid had? Did you see the skates that kid had? And
Yeah,
you're like,
it's crazy.
oh my God. I'm like, you don't need any of that shit to beat them.
No.
Yeah, it's a marketing. It's a thing. Maybe I should get into it with this shed thing. I don't know. I'd
And
rather
then
just
you get
I'd rather just
you
talk
get
to
to the
people than
pros.
market stuff, you know?
But then you get to the pros, and a lot of the pros are using sticks that they stopped making 4, 5, 6 years ago because they found their stick they like, and that's what they want. They don't want the new super light with the 5 points or whatever that fits in your hand. Like, how is it for you, Maxi? Because you're a Bauer team like me. I
Well,
mean,
I was
I
just
think
gonna
I
bring
had
up
2 guys
Maxi.
using that sink.
Hey, Maxie, I was just going to bring up when you talk about all the bells and whistles all the people need and all the things. It's like, look at Cody Lample and what he's doing. And he was a game changer bringing back the old wood sticks.
Yeah, a stick that looks like a wood stick. That thing was so
Oh, those
sick.
Sherwoods, they were sick.
It was, and Sherwood
Uh,
still sponsors him, and now he's like a coach.
yeah, they sent him some gloves and some on ice and off ice stuff, and yeah, as a sponsor him as a coach, absolutely.
Sherwood stuff's actually really good these days too.
Yeah, I mean, those Sherwood sticks. I got one guy that was using them this year, and he really liked them, and they were
Yeah, I got
probably
a guy
my
on them.
ones that were lasting. They're probably our sticks that were lasting the longest.
Maybe
I did have 2
maybe I
guys, and
should
then he
get
switched to Bauer.
sponsors on here if there's enough people listening. Maybe I should get sponsors
Yeah.
and my kids should get sent free sticks.
Reach
Or
out to
at
reach out
least
to your
maybe
local rep.
at least maybe you guys could send me fucking jerseys.
Give you a goddamn jersey.
I've
if it shuts you up.
swore a lot today. I'm sorry. You
I don't
know,
know if I have. I think I've been trying not to.
yeah, I gotta be better. Dease, I do appreciate that you gave me a Gratz 99ers jersey to raffle off, and it was a Martin 88 jersey that I'll be going back for its testimonial, and I'm assuming I will see you. And you can
You'll
be
see
my
me.
DD.
I'll be around.
But it was pretty neat doing that, and it helped out people around here. And he actually is my captain of the Ripley Wolves now, who we were helping. And I find it weird how things all work out. But the guy that won that jersey, I remember seeing the picture of him. He was wearing the 88 Martin Gratz jersey backwards in blue skates. Those those blue skates they rent out in Cardiff.
The death wellies. Yeah.
It was one of the funnier pictures I've seen.
Like the snap up ones, the plastic ones.
Yeah.
Callum, he's my boy. He won it, and we did raise like $1,600 through those raffles. I think there was a Dixon jersey, a Walton. I did raffle off my own game worn jersey to help, and then you helped too. And it takes everybody to win. And then they were going through a tough time, and we raised like $1,600 for them. And we might be down 2-0 in the finals, but hockey karma is a thing. And you know what? We'll see you Friday, other team, Whatever.
Which team are we talking about, Wally?
They're called Minto 81.
No, who are they? Who are the Minto 81s playing?
The Ripley Wolves.
Oh,
Yeah.
those guys.
I
Never heard of them.
I haven't been around enough to, I want to help more than I have been, and I missed game 2, but there's a lot of things going on these days, and I want to be there for them because they're absolute fucking beauties that play hockey because they love it. Nobody gets paid, and they go out there and try as hard as anybody in hockey. And it's the same core I played with 5-6 years ago, and now they all have their own kids, and they're all like grown up, and they all just are still playing because they love it. And I want to help them win, and I want to be there, and I want Ripley to win. That's where my kids go to school. So I'm going to be there Friday and Saturday, no matter what. And
Nice.
I think we're getting one of our big dogs back. I'm hoping. But it's tough, right? Like, injuries suck in hockey, and you lose your top 2 centers going into the finals. Ain't that good of a recipe,
It's gonna make it tough.
But we're just going to do it anyways because winning's fun. And these guys do care more. And I think caring more than the other team is a thing. You know,
That is a real thing.
it really is a real thing.
Absolutely.
I think my under 13 boys care more. And I say that to them before the games. I'm like, you guys care more about each other than they do. You guys are going to go out and try harder than they will. And hockey is more fun when you try harder than the other team. When the other team's trying harder than you, hockey's not that fun. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. When you get
Exactly.
outworked, there's nothing worse than getting outworked.
There's nothing worse. And it's like, so they care more than you guys. So how do we fix that? Do we shave my head?
There's nothing
Do we,
worse than having a night like that.
do we shave my head? Do we bleach my hair? Like, what do we need to do to try harder than
Do we
that? You know?
do a belly flop into the pool?
Yeah. What do you want? I'll do it. So here's a random question before we shut her down, before I get into my real world meeting. So a mother on the team after my first belly flop or two bought a orange Speedo. And then the next tournament didn't have a hotel. So now going into the All Ontario finals, we do have a pool. I have a orange Speedo. Is that inappropriate to do a belly flop in an orange Speedo as the coach?
Well,
I
as
feel like
long
that
as
would
your
be more
junk doesn't
necessary.
fall out, I think it's cool.
I think it would be necessary that you do it.
So I should do it. And like,
Yeah.
it's not like I can get coaching jobs around here anyways. So, I mean, why wouldn't I? Right?
Yeah. And
Exactly.
it, like,
You think
know, as long
people
as you-
judge me though, like, and say I'm an idiot?
fuck them.
Fair enough.
Fuck
So
'em. As long as your junk doesn't fall out in front of the kids, I have no problem with it. And let's be honest, you haven't got a lot of junk to fall out, so it should be fine.
well, you have seen my junk spray painting it.
We didn't use a lot of paint
I think Dease has touched it.
for sure.
So the way like people look at hockey totally different than me, maybe I'm the one that's fucked up, but I just don't see us losing if I do a belly flop in an orange Speedo. That was
Sounds
given
like
to
a-
me. That was given to me
Yeah.
by one of the moms on the team that appreciated my belly flops. And it's like,
Then
so
why
you
are you
gave
asking
this,
the
you gave
question?
this to me for a reason. And it wasn't for it
Yes.
to sit in the cupboard. It was to go do a fucking belly flop.
Well, that's like giving a race car driver a car and telling him, well, you can't drive it though.
Yeah.
Well, I just wasn't sure if it was appropriate to drive it.
I think it's fine.
Okay, well,
You know, they go to the swimming baths and there's for sure an old
if they
dude in it.
think it's inappropriate, well, then they wouldn't give me the girls' coaching job next year. So,
No.
well, oh shoot, oh no, that already happened. So
What have
maybe
you
I'll
got to lose? Nothing.
right. And the
So
guy that did
flop
get the
that belly.
coaching job is inviting me over for beers. So maybe there is still a chance.
So yeah. So all I'm seeing here is 0 negatives. So do it.
Okay. Well, you guys convinced me. Fair enough.
It is not often I am the voice of reason in a situation.
No, but you're sober now.
Exactly.
Well, it sucks your guys' season's ended because winning is fun. But mine isn't, and I guess I'm gonna do a belly flop, and I'm gonna do it in an orange
Attaboy.
Speedo. And for anybody that judges me, I'm not for everyone, and you can all play hockey how you want and do things the way you want, but I'm gonna make it fun. And if my boys think it's funny, I do a belly flop in an orange Speedo, you know what? They just might play harder for me the next day than your kids. So go fuck yourselves, you know?
It's called the
Winning's winning.
glue.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Be the glue.
You need glue. Make things stick.
Yep.
And this has been another episode of 2 L's and Hockey Tales with my fat equipment managers and Wally. Just kidding. You guys are top notch. Bye.